Petra, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for another Gaming Friday. And this Friday we are going to touch on video games again. I haven't done one in a long time. So me personally, I am a huge fan of portable handheld gaming. I have a lot of the portable systems, which I will definitely have to do a separate video on. But what I thought we are going to talk about and actually do today is the NeoGeo Pocket Color. This is a great little system, and actually the reason why we're talking about it today is recently there is a backlit LCD screen available for this system, which I just got. It's right here. I ordered it from Video Games New York, and I will post that link below to let you know where I got it from. Now the NeoGeo Pocket Color, I'm a big fan of NeoGeo. I was a huge fan of this system. There wasn't a lot of games that came out for it in the US, but as far as the build quality and the game quality, they were excellent. There was maybe a handful of games that were just unbelievable. Card Fighters Clash, Match of the Millennium, Sonic Adventure, which is really good, which I actually have in there now. It had this great, if you could hear this little clicky stick, which was terrific. The problem was the screen was not backlit, and unless you were in direct sunlight or you had some light source, like they made these little things called worm lights that would poke in the top, and it was just a wire that would focus light down on the screen, it was really hard to see. And I'll show you what it looks like now before we do the mod. Now, you might be able to see, I do have my light focusing in on it. Let me just lower this volume. But here's the main screen for Sonic Pocket Adventure. There you can kind of see it. Now this is just tilted so you can, you're getting a good reflection off the light. But otherwise, if you were looking at this dead on, it would kind of look like that. It's hard to see. Which is kind of a huge downer for the system. But what we're going to do now is, I got this kit. I looked up some videos on YouTube on how to do it. So we are going to go over to the dining room table and open this guy up and put in the new screen, and we're going to see how it works. Alright, so sorry the lighting is a little low, but I can't do anything about that. But we got the system here. We have a little bezel for the new screen, a brand new glass screen. We have the little power board for the LCD backlit screen. We got the screen right there. We got some cables. We do have a Phillips head and a tri-wing tip screwdriver because there is one tri-wing screw. And we do have some heat-resistant tape that I'm going to use. So let's get started. Let's get the screws out and start this whole build. First thing to do, oh, and I have a little guitar pick that I use as a spudger to take out certain things like the joystick. Oops, and I dropped it. All right, let's get started. I need to pause this, get a light, and get a smaller screwdriver. Okay, so I got a little headlamp and I got a better screwdriver. So let's finish taking this apart. I see one screw right there holding the board on. And that is the only screw I see holding the board on. The screen is connected right there. Let's try to work on the speaker. Speaker does not seem to be coming out easily. We're going to see if we can keep it in there, work around it. give this, I think you give it a little twist. And there you have it. There is the old LCD screen. And we have an old screen there. And this, I think we're just going to pop right out. And there is the plastic screen. So we are now going to put it on the glass screen. Hopefully not get any dust. So what I'm going to do is probably wipe all this down first. And you can see my speaker is still hooked on. I'm going to try to leave it there. I don't know if I can get it out. I probably can if I want to, but I don't want to bust the tabs, and I really don't want to desolder the wires either. So I just have it bent over. So we'll see what's happening with that. So let me get a quick rag and wipe off some of the dust here as not to make any more dust, and we will put on this new glass screen. Turn the light back off, but I have it taped in, and we're just going to keep on putting it together. So the next thing I need to do is plug in this little board right here. So we're going to do that next. That is in. Right, so that goes right there, and put a little bit of tape across that. Alright, and let's seat it back down there. And we are going to screw down the one screw that was holding it together. We will put the cover back on and turn it on and see if this works. Okay, well, it's all together. Well, it looks pretty good. Let's get the date set. Looks pretty good. Let's go back to the office and talk about it. Okay, so the screen replacement was all done. A few things that I need to mention. First of all, the glass screen that came with it was actually too small. It didn't really fit in the unit properly, so I decided not to use it, and I just stuck with the original that came with it. And also, even though there was a 3D printed bezel to hold the screen in place, you can actually see some of the white in the screen itself, and you can see that right there. But however, it looks great. The one thing I didn't do is I didn't add the touchscreen brightness control because I really didn't feel I needed it. Now the screen is slightly smaller, but what a difference it makes. Now you can see it now in any direction I tilt it. It's perfect. So other than that, it was actually pretty easy to snap it in. I had to definitely make some different adjustments to it. I couldn't get the speaker out, so I kind of just twisted the board around and being very careful of the wires as to not snap them, because I really didn't want to desolder them and then solder them back on just because I'm lazy. I wanted to do this as easy and fast as possible. The whole thing took me maybe 30 minutes. So it's I think if you are a portable handheld fan, and you love the NeoGeo Pocket Color, but you don't like the fact that it's not backlit, definitely try to pick up one of these screens. It's super easy to install. You really need very little technical knowledge to do it. And there's plenty of websites available on YouTube where you can see exactly how it's done, because there are no instructions that did come with the kits. So if you know what you're doing, it's going to be pretty easy, but otherwise the tutorials online on YouTube are great. So I definitely love it, and now it's given my NeoGeo Pocket new life, and I can't wait to start playing with it again after being away from it for so long. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe and ring the notification bell. You'll get notified anytime I upload a video. Any questions or comments, feel free to post them below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.